After several months of break, the 2025-26 Champions League has officially returned with plenty of exciting matches right from the first round of the league phase. In today's video, we'll go over all 18 matchups of the opening round of the new Champions League season. PSV Eindhoven enter the Champions League in impressive form. The Dutch side have lost only 2 of their last 13 league phase matches, winning 6 and drawing 5, and are currently on an 11-game unbeaten run at home in European competitions, with 7 wins and 4 draws. Notably, PSV's attack has been razor-sharp at the Philips Stadium, scoring in 16 consecutive home matches in European tournaments. Meanwhile, Union Saint-Gilloise make their first ever appearance in the Champions League group stage, becoming the 8th Belgian club to achieve this feat. Although new to the Champions League, the team from Brussels have already gained valuable experience with 3 consecutive seasons in the Europa League. Athletic Bilbao returned to the Champions League group stage for the first time since the 2014-15 season, having previously made their sole appearance back in 1998-99. Last season, the Basque side showcased their home strength in the Europa League, winning all 4 group stage matches and defeating Roma 3-1 as well as Rangers 2-0 in the knockout rounds, before falling 0-3 to Manchester United in the semi-finals. Statistics show that Bilbao have won 14 of their last 18 European home games. Meanwhile, Arsenal boast an impressive record against Spanish opposition, winning each of their last 5 encounters. Last season, the Gunners defeated Girona 2-1 in Matchday 8 of the Champions League and outclassed Real Madrid 5-1 on aggregate in the quarter-finals. Notably, Arsenal are unbeaten in their opening group stage match for 8 straight seasons, with 6 wins and 2 draws, and have lost only 2 of their last 22 group stage fixtures. This clash between Juventus and Dortmund brings back memories of the 1997 Champions League final, where Dortmund triumphed 3-1 thanks to Karl-Heinz Riedel's brace. However, in head-to-head encounters, Juventus still hold the upper hand, winning 6 of 9 meetings against Dortmund in European competitions, with 1 draw and 2 losses. They have also claimed 7 victories in 12 matches against German clubs. Notably, the Bianconeri have never lost a home opener in the Champions League, with 6 wins and 3 draws. New signing Jonathan David is a major source of hope, scoring 7 goals in his last 9 Champions League appearances. He is also Canada's all-time top scorer in the competition, with 10 goals in 18 matches. As for Dortmund, the German side have struggled away to Italian clubs, winning only once in their last 7 visits and suffering 13 defeats in Serie A stadiums overall. Even so, they have won 3 of their last 4 Champions League openers, with Guirassy standing out after netting 9 goals in the 2024-25 group stage. Benfica enter the 2025-26 Champions League with a historic milestone. This is their 45th appearance in the competition, the second most in history behind only Real Madrid. The Portuguese giants are in fine form, having won 5 of their last 9 matches in European tournaments. This season, they remain unbeaten after 4 games, with 3 wins and 1 draw, and have yet to concede a goal. They have also won their opening match in 2 of the last 3 seasons. Meanwhile, Qarabag make their second return to the Champions League after their debut campaign in 2017-18, continuing to be Azerbaijan's only representative in the tournament. Notably, they eliminated Braga in the 2023-24 season, but fell to Sporting back in 2018-19. Tottenham are set for a fascinating clash with Villarreal in the Champions League. The Spurs don't have the best record against Spanish sides, winning only 2 of their 14 European encounters, alongside 5 draws and 7 defeats. However, their biggest strength lies at home, where they are unbeaten in 20 consecutive European matches, with 16 wins, 4 draws, and goals scored in 15 of their last 16 games. On the other side, Villarreal have managed just 2 wins in their last 20 meetings with English clubs, drawing 9 and losing 9. Yet, they did secure back-to-back away victories in the 2021-22 Champions League group stage, beating Young Boys 4-1 and Atalanta 3-2. This fixture also carries extra intrigue. Midfielder Manor Solomon is currently at Villarreal on loan from Tottenham, while defender Juan Foyth spent 4 years with Spurs before moving to Spain. The group stage clash between Real Madrid and Marseille promises to be one full of historic milestones. Los Blancos currently boast 199 victories and 698 goals in the Champions League. Just one more win and 2 more goals would make them the first club ever to reach 200 victories and 700 goals in the competition's history. Head-to-head records also favor Real Madrid heavily, as they have won all 4 previous group stage meetings with Marseille, 2-1 in the 2003-04 season, and 3-0 and 3-1 in the 2009-10 campaign. Moreover, Real have lost only once in 17 home games against French clubs. That lone defeat coming in a 0-1 loss to PSG in the 1993-94 Cup Winners' Cup. Notably, Kylian Mbappé has scored in the opening Champions League fixture in each of the last 3 seasons, and he will look to continue that streak. On the other side, Marseille carry the burden of history. The French side have won just one of their 8 away matches against Spanish clubs, with 2 draws and 5 defeats. They have also lost 18 of their last 21 Champions League games, including 6 defeats in their opening fixture across the past 7 seasons. Even so, Marseille can pin their hopes on the experience of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who found the net in all 4 of his group stage encounters against Real Madrid while playing for Dortmund in the 2016-17 and 2017-18 campaigns. Olympiacos continue to affirm their status as Greece's #1 representative as they enter their 36th Champions League campaign. The Piraeus side are currently unbeaten in 7 consecutive European home matches, with 5 wins and 2 draws. However, their group stage record in the Champions League remains modest, with just 2 victories in their last 20 games. In contrast, Power Forward make history by reaching the Champions League group stage for the very first time, becoming only the 3rd club from their country to achieve this milestone. They have lost just one of their last 12 European matches and are currently on a 6-game unbeaten run this season. The match between Slavia Prague and Bodo Glimt marks a historic milestone, as it is the first time a Czech club faces a Norwegian side in the Champions League group stage. This is Slavia Prague's 3rd appearance in the competition after the 2007-08 and 2019-20 seasons, and their 9th consecutive season playing in the group stage of European tournaments. However, they come into this match on a 7-game winless streak, with 2 draws and 5 defeats. On the other side, Bodo Glimt become the first Norwegian club to feature in the Champions League since Rosenborg in the 2007-08 campaign. That said, they also remain winless in their last 7 European away matches. The clash between Bayern Munich and Chelsea rekindles plenty of historic memories, most notably the 2012 Champions League final. Their most recent encounter came in the 2019-20 round of 16, where Bayern dominated with a 7-1 aggregate victory, winning 3-0 in London and 4-1 at home. This will be the first time the 2 clubs face each other in the group stage. In terms of form, Bayern have won 8 of their last 10 home games against English sides and are currently on a remarkable 34-match unbeaten run at home in the Champions League group stage, with 32 wins and 2 draws since their 2013 loss to Manchester City. They have also won their opening fixture in each of the past 21 Champions League campaigns, keeping a clean sheet in 18 of those matches. Chelsea, meanwhile, boast a solid record against German opposition, winning 7 of their last 11 meetings, and have lost only 2 of their last 23 group stage games. Adding extra intrigue to this matchup, Nicholas Jackson, who recently joined Bayern on loan, will be facing his parent club. Paris Saint-Germain are set for an exciting reunion with Atalanta in the Champions League. The French capital side have lost only once in their last 12 meetings with Italian clubs, winning 5 and drawing 6, and notably defeated Atalanta 2-1 in the 2019-20 quarter-finals. PSG also carry a remarkable statistic. They have gone 100 consecutive European matches without a 0-0 draw, 99 of those in the Champions League. As for their starts, PSG have lost only twice in their last 13 opening fixtures and have won each of the past 3 seasons' openers. On the other side, Atalanta have proven to be tricky opponents for French teams, suffering just 1 defeat in 5 encounters. Lidia are also outstanding away from home, losing only once in their last 14 group stage matches and currently unbeaten in 8 straight. They have scored in 21 of their last 23 games, including each of their last 15 away fixtures. The clash between Ajax and Inter Milan carries deep historical significance, reviving memories of the 1972 European Cup final in Rotterdam. where Ajax claimed a 2-0 victory. It also marks the first meeting between the two sides since the 2005-06 Champions League round of 16, when Inter advanced with a 3-2 aggregate win. There's also an intriguing connection on the touchline. Ajax manager John Heitinga and Inter coach Christian Chivu were teammates at Ajax from 2001 to 2003, with Chivu even captaining the side in their 2002 defeat to Inter at the San Siro. In terms of records, Ajax have struggled against Italian opposition, going winless in their last 7 encounters and failing to win any of their last 13 home matches against Serie A clubs. Inter, meanwhile, remain unbeaten in 13 matches against Dutch teams and have lost just one of their last 14 group stage fixtures, keeping clean sheets in 8 of their last 9. Liverpool are set to face Atletico Madrid in what promises to be a thrilling Champions League encounter. The COP have been in excellent form against Spanish opposition, winning their last 4 group stage matches, including 2 victories over Atletico in the 2021-22 season, as well as triumphs against Real Madrid and Girona in the 2024-25 campaign. At Anfield, Liverpool look even more formidable. With 14 straight group stage home wins in Europe, they have scored 2 or more goals in 13 of their last 14 such games and kept 9 clean sheets in their last 12. On the individual front, Florian Wirtz has been making waves with 6 goals in his first 9 Champions League appearances, while Mohamed Salah has netted an impressive 18 goals in his last 20 group stage matches. On the other side, Atletico Madrid have won just one of their last 8 matches against English clubs and have never won a group stage game against Premier League opposition. Even so, Diego Simeone's men are tough starters. They have lost only 2 of their 15 opening fixtures in Champions League history. Copenhagen come into this Champions League campaign on the back of a historic milestone, their first ever win over a German club, beating Heidenheim 3-1 in the 2024-25 Conference League playoffs. Before that, they had failed to win in 15 meetings with German sides, recording 5 draws and 10 defeats. At home in the Champions League, the Danish champions have been tough to beat, losing just 2 of their last 18 matches, with 8 wins, 8 draws, and 6 clean sheets in their last 9. Leverkusen, meanwhile, made a strong start with a 4-0 victory over Feyenoord in their opening fixture. That was only their second win in their last 8 Champions League openers. But the Bundesliga side are currently on a 3-match winning streak against Danish opposition, including 2 victories over Copenhagen in the 2014-15 playoffs. More broadly, Leverkusen have won 11 of their last 16 group stage and league phase matches in Europe, underlining both their stability and their competitive edge. Club Brugge have been showcasing impressive strength at home in European competition, winning 6 of their last 10 group stage or extended league phase matches, with 2 draws and 2 losses. Overall, they have lost just 2 of their last 17 European home games, recording 11 wins and 4 draws. The Belgian side have also found the net in 29 of their last 32 European fixtures. On the other side, Monaco remain unbeaten in their last 3 away trips to Belgium, with 1 win and 2 draws. They also tend to start strong, having made impressive openings in 4 of their last 7 Champions League campaigns. Remarkably, only one of Monaco's last 70 matches in the competition has ended in a goalless draw. Newcastle and Barcelona have faced each other 4 times in European competition, with Barcelona holding the edge with 3 wins and 1 loss. However, Newcastle's sole victory was a memorable one, a 3-2 triumph at home in the opening match of the 1997-98 Champions League season. At St. James's Park, the Magpies have been formidable, losing just 3 of their last 31 European matches, with 21 wins and 7 draws. Still, there's cause for concern, as they lost both of their home group stage games in the 2023-24 season. Against Dortmund and Milan, Newcastle have also won 4 of their 6 home fixtures against Spanish clubs. Barcelona, meanwhile, have lost only 2 of their last 17 Champions League group stage matches against English opposition, winning 8 and drawing 7. They have also claimed 20 victories from their 29 opening fixtures in the competition, although they did suffer a 1-2 defeat to Monaco last season. Individually, Robert Lewandowski has scored 9 goals in his last 7 league phase matches, while Rafinha has been in dazzling form with 16 goals in his last 16 games. Manchester City continue to showcase their home dominance, having lost just one of their last 9 European matches against Italian sides. With 4 wins and 4 draws. Last season, they opened the league phase with a goalless draw against Inter. Remarkably, City are unbeaten in 21 consecutive Champions League home games at the Etihad. With 18 wins and 3 draws, 13 of those featuring 3 or more goals scored. Erling Haaland has already netted 49 goals in 48 Champions League appearances and now has the chance to become the fastest player ever to reach 50. Surpassing Ruud van Nistelrooy's record of 62 games. Napoli, on the other hand, have struggled in England, failing to win any of their last 10 away trips, 3 draws and 7 losses. Still, they rarely falter on matchday 1, losing just once in 8 Champions League openers. The Italian side have won 11 of their last 18 group stage fixtures and scored in 15 of their last 16. Adding extra drama, this match also marks the return of Kevin De Bruyne to Manchester, but this time wearing Napoli colours. Frankfurt have an impressive record against Turkish opposition, losing just once in 8 encounters, with 3 wins and 4 draws. Their only defeat came in a 0-1 loss to Galatasaray in the 1992-93 UEFA Cup. Most recently, they beat Besiktas 3-1 away in the 2024-25 Europa League group stage. The Bundesliga side also featured in the 2022-23 Champions League, reaching the round of 16. At home, Frankfurt have been solid, losing only 2 of their last 13 European matches, with 7 wins and 4 draws. On the other side, Galatasaray have struggled away from home, going winless in their last 9 European away fixtures, 3 draws and 6 defeats, since their 3-2 victory over Manchester United in the 2023-24 season. Notably, they have won just one of their last 17 group stage or league phase matches in the Champions League. Even so, Galatasaray remain a consistent attacking force, having scored in 25 of their last 27 games in the competition. Sporting have previously faced a Kazakh side, Astana, in the 2017 Europa League round of 32. Advancing with a 6-4 aggregate win after a 3-1 victory away and a 3-3 draw in Lisbon. However, the Portuguese champions are currently enduring a 6-match winless run in the Champions League. Even so, they tend to start strong, having won 3 of their last 4 opening fixtures, including a 2-0 triumph over Lille in the 2024-25 season. Kairat, meanwhile, become only the second Kazakh club to reach the Champions League. Following in Astana's footsteps, they booked their place by keeping 4 clean sheets in 5 qualifying matches. The opening round of the 2025-26 Champions League promises a thrilling start to the season. From classic reunions like Juventus vs Dortmund, Bayern vs Chelsea, or Real Madrid vs Marseille, to historic firsts with debutantes such as Union Saint-Gilloise and Kairat. The competition offers a diverse and fascinating picture of European football. This is not only a stage for giants to reaffirm their dominance, it is also a platform for new challengers to script their own fairy tale stories. The Champions League is back, and the excitement begins right from the very first round.